first down. Cody. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hines, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cody. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Cody, he'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's... team.
At their own 18-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now it's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will have the Bears' 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action. It's Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Cody. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CD, do you see an avenue? He's got a man complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run again with Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Bears. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
On 1st and 10, Coney. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down. Coney, he finds his man, complete. That's Baker. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They run with Hines, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Coney. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Fields throwing again. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, they go right back to Hunt to the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Fields on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jones, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game.
Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Off the play fake. Cody. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Cody. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun, Fields. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Chicago! Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the
the touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Hines.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's good. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Cody. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's White.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first and 10, Cody. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Hines will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake That's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Hines. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuko.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Raiders going to burn it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bears, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.